Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I'll be talking about the Washington Commanders bringing in 14 players to work out, including linebacker Tanner Muse, who is an athletic freak. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well so you never miss a video. Let's get right into it. So the Commanders had practice today. Maybe at the end of the video we'll talk about some things that happened during practice, but let's go over first of all the list of 14 guys that they brought in, and then we'll talk about Tanner Muse, who is a somewhat of a big name, a former third-round pick in 2020. So you see the names. You got a linebacker from Virginia Tech, shout out VT. You got a DB, you got a guard, another DB, tackle, DB, guard. You got Jeremiah Washington, D-end out of Washington. Nicholas Morrow, linebacker out of Greenville. He's a guy that's played linebacker for a while in the league, and not a big name, but he's a name that some people know for sure and has gotten some PT before. Then you got Ronnie Perkins, Duke Riley, O'Shawnee. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I know he played for the Giants for a little bit. So some names we'll go over first. Tanner Muse, who, I'm not expecting people to be excited about him or anything, but he is a guy to watch out for. I think a guy that can play on special teams for sure. RAS score, which just goes over these guys' athletic profile. He has a really good athletic profile. So coming out of college, a 9.95 RAS score, and this was at strong safety. He's been more of a linebacker in the league, but at linebacker, his RAS score is still like a 9.5. Vertical jump, 34.5, which is okay. Broad jump of 10 feet, which is good. Short shuttle and three cone is really good. And then his height, 6'2", and weight, 227 pounds. 40-yard dash of 4.41, which is really good, especially for a linebacker / safety. And his 40-yard dash mile per hour was 22.6. So he's got that speed. He can play on special teams for sure. And just looking over some of his information here, third round pick by the Raiders, I believe. Let's see. I swear I saw something about the Raiders, but it was drafted in the Raiders. I guess he didn't play or got hurt. Maybe he sat out for the, pandemic. That's maybe why he's not here listed at 2020, or he just got hurt. But first year, I guess after that season too, he was released. But played in 6 games, nothing crazy. Seems like more of a special teams guy. 2022, 17 games, 1 start, 16 tackles. The next year, played for the Chargers, 10 games, 2 tackles. And then 2024, 3 games, 1 tackle. And it was an assist. So again, nothing crazy. This isn't a game-changing, signing right now at least. Maybe down the line he can, contribute on special teams. I'm just trying to see right here. Okay, there we go. Here are the stats I wanted to see. So defensive snaps, he hasn't taken any defensive snaps besides 2022, where he had 80 defensive snaps with the Seattle Seahawks. 2021, 0. 2023 and 2024, 0. The guy was a special teams player. And, you see these numbers right here. He did actually play a significant amount of snaps on special teams. So, 73% there, 64% there, 70% and 65%. So the guy will play special teams, but probably nothing more than that unless he is needed. But even then, this guy wasn't called upon in 2023 or 2024. Let's go over Nicholas Morrow. He is a guy that I know for sure has played, significant snaps defensively. So we'll get into him. He's 30 years old. Like I said, he's been in the league for a while. I guess a Super Bowl champion. And yeah, you see his profile here, a lot of PT that he's gotten, and he had some years here like 2020 through like 2023 where he was a starter in this league. He's got 58 starts in the league, 3 interceptions. He's got 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 7 sacks, 500 tackles, and 43 tackles for a loss, 20 QB hits. one safety. He's not a, stud, but he can play. He can play, and last year didn't really, I guess he was on the Eagles, so I guess that's where he got his Super Bowl from, but not a contributor. I don't know if he played at all, maybe just on special teams. I guess he was on the Bills as well, but, he had some years there where he was a contributor. I don't know if they're going to want to, have him on special teams. Again, these are just workouts, so they're not necessarily signing anyone in particular, but 14 guys, I'm assuming for sure that they're going to sign one or two of them. So last year didn't play any defensive snaps. Or I guess he did for the Bills. He played some for the Bills, but played mostly on special teams. So a guy that can play special teams for you, and if you need him to, he can play on the defensive side of the ball. That's not, at this point, you probably don't want him to be playing there. You just want him to be on special teams, but he can play, and he's played before on special teams. And those are the two potential signings that stand out to me. Like I said, Nicholas Morrow and Tanner Muse. More Tanner Muse just because of his athletic profile. Maybe they think they can just develop him into a really, really good special teams guy. We'll look up O'Shawney here, see what's up with him with the Giants. And in terms of practice today, no real updates besides, Lucas Niang, torn ACL, out for the year. Sucks for him, man, because he, got here, last week and already tore his ACL. So in his first game here, that sucks. And, Jaden had a really good day with Debo in terms of their connection, 2 touchdowns to him from what I heard. And that was really the biggest takeaway from practice. So O'Shawney, is a bigger guy, I'm assuming, since he played the end. So, yeah, 6'4", 254 pounds. Have him listed at linebacker, at least on that sheet. But the guy is a D-end, ODU guy, and 16 game. The guy hasn't done a lot recently. Played for the Patriots last year. Nothing much. His best year was probably his rookie year, 2019, 4.5 sacks, 5 TFLs, 25 combined tackles. His 2022 season was decent as well. 15 tackles, 2 batted passes, 1 forced fumble, fumble recovery, and 2 sacks as well, and had 3 TFLs, so 8 QB hits. So had a good, year as a rotational type of guy. And, he's played a while in the NFL. The last couple of years hasn't really done anything on the defensive side of the ball. I'm assuming mostly special teams. But, hey, maybe you can get him in and, develop him. So he played special teams. He's played it his whole career, played for the Patriots last year. So just some things there to monitor. Let's see let's go to Nikki Javala and just look over some things that she said from today. Anything that we're missing. So Mariota, Noah Brown, Brandon Coleman, McGee, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Kevin Seymour, Viliami Fehoko, and Bobby Price were all out today. The Mariota one's interesting because that's been going on for 2 weeks now or more. Noah Brown, I don't know, somewhat concerning, not too concerning. Brandon Coleman, I'm not concerned about. Jordan McGee, I don't know what the injury is, but I'm concerned because this has been a reoccurring issue. This is a theme now. A common theme with him is that he gets hurt, and it just happens. Last offseason it happened, and then during the season once he got healthy, it happened. So Jordan McGee, these injury issues are very concerning. Javonte Jean-Baptiste, he's starting to, those injuries are starting to pile up too. The other guys, Bobby Price suffered a concussion. Kazmir Allen, I have no idea. He's getting some buzz in terms of making the team. I'm not on that wave, but I saw Ben Standig. He predicted that he makes the roster. I personally don't see it. I didn't really see much from him kick return wise. So I rather go, keep someone else or, just keep fewer running backs and keep another position player or something like that, or even Demetric Felton over Kaz Allen. I thought Demetric Felton showed some things in the first preseason game against the Patriots. But that is it for today's video. Matt Gay went 4 for 5 during kicks today, missed a 38-yarder, made a 50-plus yarder. So that is something to watch out for because obviously kicker is very important, and we have had that issue in the last few years, last 10 years, 15, whatever. And, you know, every once in a while we get a little bit of a consistent kicker, and then he either falls off or we move on from him. And Matt Gay, we gave him $4 million guaranteed, so he's our kicker for this year. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.